Counter-Strike 2 may be showing up very soon, but not quite in the way that you might think. We've got good information, leaks, as well as what would happen to your valuable skins. What are they doing to the engine? I've got an article, actually 2 articles from Deserto we're going to be taking a look at, because Counter-Strike has been around for a very long time, especially Counter-Strike Global Offensive, or CSGO, and having a Counter-Strike 2 or a CSGO 2 is something that many people didn't expect. It's kind of like the GTA situation where it's so lucrative, so popular, and doing so well. How could you possibly unseat it? How could you possibly launch a new version? It would be sort of tough to do it while supporting the existing one and printing money. We just checked the Steam charts before recording this video, and they garner peaks every day of over 1 million players. There was over 800,000 players playing CSGO right when I went to record this. So that is going to be the question, but I do think some of the info here and some of the rumors and some of the leaks points to a very different way of doing a CSGO 2. So let's take a look here. Deserto, Callum Patterson wrote this article talking about it. We got some artwork there. And then following a new NVIDIA driver update, the floodgates have opened on speculation about a sequel to 2012's Counter-Strike, but is CSGO 2 real? And if there is a Counter-Strike 2, what would change? Here's what we know so far. So they pushed out like a driver update, and there were some pretty cool things in there that people were like, hey, what is this? What's going on here? So CSGO had a handful of major updates over its decade-long history, but nothing akin to a true sequel. Over that time, the player count has grown year after year, thanks to the strong core mechanics, popular esports scene, and a thriving digital economy of in-game items. Yeah, the in-game items are nuts. Apparently, there's a whole trading thing of like really, really wealthy people buy up all the stuff and then try to sell it later once they're all gone. It's a really interesting scenario that you should be worried about other games trying to do these sort of in-game economies and NFTs and stuff. The CSGO store and the trading and all that should be a bit of a cautionary tale. For all of these reasons, a sequel never seemed likely. Why would Valve release a new version of such a successful and still growing game? I kind of talked about that in the opening of this video. That's the Grand Theft Auto 6 curse, right? GTA 5 and GTA Online are so lucrative and they make so much money. Why would they ever put out a sequel? It's kind of tough to justify that. But nonetheless, when CSGO 2 executable files were found in an NVIDIA driver update, the rumors reached fever pitch. So what they did is they found in the actual update something called CSGO 2. It even said Counter-Strike 2 in one of the descriptions. Now a report from Richard Lewis has all but confirmed the release of a Counter-Strike 2 beta. But what exactly will CSGO 2 look like? Valve would be stupid to kill off the existing CSGO due to millions, if not billions, of value held in the skin economy. The engine may be outdated, but players have practiced for thousands of hours to get good at it. There's a lot to consider. So there's a couple things they're going to talk about here. The engine, will your skins be deleted, and when will it release? So let's first look at the engine. The most obvious change to any new version of Counter-Strike would be an upgrade to the Source 2 engine. CSGO currently runs on the original Source engine, which, although updated over time, dates back to 2004. I actually remember the first time my friends were playing Counter-Strike, I was a little annoyed because I enjoyed Quake 3 Rocket Arena, and I thought Counter-Strike was lame. I thought it was stupid. They were just kind of hiding behind boxes. That was always kind of the meme that I said. It's like, I don't want to come play your game where you just hide behind boxes. I like the fast-moving action of games like Unreal Tournament, and then the Rocket Arena mod in Quake 3 Arena. So, you know, this is a long-standing franchise dating back to sort of my teen years and post-high school years in gaming. Source 2 is Valve's newest iteration of the engine, released in 2014, and is already in use for Dota 2, Artifact, Dota Underlords, and Half-Life Alyx. CSGO is yet to be upgraded to the Source 2 engine, and Valve has avoided any official confirmation that it will so far. But on March 5th, veteran esports journalist Richard Lewis reported that the Source 2 version of CSGO will release the same month and feature 128-tick servers and an improved matchmaking system. So that might be what we're looking at here. That's probably where they're going to go with the theory, is that you're actually not looking at a true CSGO 2, but a CSGO 2 in the updated server, in the updated Source engine, that would then enable them to sort of keep things as is. That might be alleviating concerns about skins. The new engine will also reportedly improve graphical fidelity and optimization. In regards to maps, countless leaks and data mining has shown that Valve is, quote, working on a Source 2 version of maps being tested as far back as 2020. Okay, now what about the leakers? Okay, here in July 2022, leakers confirmed the list of maps that had Source 2 versions so far: Chutes, Inferno, Lake, Overpass, Short Dust, in Italy. So this guy here, Gabe Follower, he had some good tweets, or they had some good tweets as well, about the NVIDIA files. If you want to go check those out, at Gabe Follower. But here you can see, we chose to make everything public. Leak Source 2 maps are, and the ones I just read, here's all the raw data. So here's the raw data that they pulled that from to indicate that that stuff had been actually genuinely leaked. What Source 2 in a potential CSGO 2 would exactly look like is not clear. Valve couldn't risk changing the core gameplay of Counter-Strike too much, but visual and technical improvements are on the cards. I think generally speaking, that's always a challenge when you have an established franchise, is that if you change it too much, you're going to lose all those people. When you have a proven formula, when you have over 1 million players peaking every day just on Steam, I mean, well, that's the only place you can play it, but you know what I mean? Like, that is pretty extreme. You don't want to upset that player pool. A lot of the times when you have a game that's been around this long, the player base starts to dwindle, and then you might want to capture new players. But in this case, there doesn't really seem to be a desire to do that. There really wouldn't be a need to do that with how popular the game has maintained itself over, you know, the 11 to 12 years that people have been playing it. Well, I guess it's more closer to 10 years. Will skins be deleted is a question in CSGO 2. No, CSGO skins, knives, stickers, and other in-game items would not be deleted. The CSGO economy is an incredibly important aspect of Valve's business model, and removing these items, or not porting them over to a new version of the game, would destroy millions of dollars of value as well as the trust of players. That would be a pretty quick way to garner anger and hate, and a lot of people would probably boycott you. That would not be the way to go. It looks to me like what they would be doing is not really even calling it CSGO 2. Obviously, everybody's going to put CSGO 2 in their titles and thumbnails because that's what everybody is searching for. You kind of have to use that as the touchstone to talk about it, but generally speaking, it's likely going to just continue being CSGO. It is estimated that around 30 million CSGO cases were opened in February 2023, representing incredible revenue every month for Valve. Players are inclined to open cases due to the potential value of the items inside. Yeah, buyer beware. These types of things can be a little addicting, so if you've got, you know, younger kids that are playing this game, I would keep an eye on how many cases they're opening. However, while Valve would certainly work to keep the skins economy intact, it is possible that Source 2 would allow skin creators to get greater creative freedom to create more intricate designs, textures, and patterns templates that are than currently available. Right, and I think that's the next wave in gaming, as we're seeing with Roblox, as you're going to see with the Fortnite universe, or whatever they end up calling it, where they're going to release those creative tools. They will likely create sort of a metaverse of games within the Fortnite editor so that you can make and monetize your own games. I think that's sort of the next wave. I think that's far more promising than the NFTs. I think NFTs are a scam, and I don't think anybody's going to successfully implement them in their games. I think gamers will rightly reject them, and even if it does get off the ground, I do think most NFTs are likely going to become prey to cheaters, hucksters, scam artists, as well as anybody that wants to run like an NFT, you know, trading hawk organization. They'll just sort of cannibalize the games that try to do it. But I do think that creating content, skins, and games that you can then make money on is going to be one of the next waves. Roblox obviously leading the charge there. So when will CSGO 2 release? Counter-Strike 2 is set to release in March 2023 with a beta. According to Lewis's report, at the latest, the beta will release on April the 1st. No, not an April Fool's joke. In the past, games found through these NVIDIA files that have released the following year. So the NVIDIA file leaking is pretty reliable. We had God of War, Returnal, Crisis 4, Sniper Elite 5, and Payday 3, and then God of War and Returnal are probably two of the, at least Returnal's one of the more recent ones to come to fruition. Trademarks registered for just Counter-Strike have also indicated that Global Offensive could be dropped from the name. This has also sparked some rumors that faction names, terrorists and counter-terrorists, could be changed to soften the language. We are in a bit of a different era, and people don't even really think in those terms anymore. I don't necessarily think for gaming and shooters. That was a bit of a trope that was reinforced by games like CSGO and Call of Duty. For now, the always popular CSGO continues to hit new player count records in 2023, more than 10 years from its release, and that's without any major updates. Valve need not be in any rush to release CSGO 2, and then they've got all these links that you can click on. And this was the first report that came out. Source 2 version of CSGO set for release with Counter-Strike 2 beta very soon. That was sort of the first one that got released on March the 5th. And then this article that I read to you came out, it looks like the same day. It looks like maybe later in the day as the story sort of developed. That one was at 7 o'clock. And then this one down here was at 5:25. So in just a matter of time, more things sort of developed about how it would be releasing. Essentially what we're looking at, as far as I can tell, is I don't even know if they're going to call it Counter-Strike 2. That would cause mass confusion and concern in the community. Now, they might call it that to garner the marketing and to get people in the game for the very first time. Not that it seems like they need any help getting people in the game. My gosh, the numbers are impressive. But they may just continue to call it Counter-Strike, drop the Go, No 2, but in the background it would be the Source 2 version of the engine to enable the better graphics, the better optimization, better performance, and then more freedom for the people to create those skins. So I would love to know what you think in the comments below. I've never been a huge fan of this, but I thought it was big news and worth sort of reporting on, reacting to, commentating on, because Counter-Strike's been around for a long time, and as far as I can tell, it's not going anywhere. If you like this video, hit subscribe, hit the bell button. That way I can see you in the next video.